crisscross. Oh boy. Okay, cool. Recording in progress. So there are 4 neutral colorways in Glisten. Keep going, Sarah.
Oh,
and then that's okay. Soft glow brings in a little bit of that accent as well, but you know, it's kind of the accent is a little bit to the back, and you have that kind of lovely neutral overlay with the angle as well. Keep going. So there's some lovely install shots there, a lot of movement. What I really like about this collection too, is that it's a really excellent complement to a lot of interfaces. You know, we're kind of known for biophilic design and a lot of organic patterns. And I love that this brings in some, you know, harder lines and angles in a really lovely way. So you can keep going. And then this one I would say is the brightest, which is really lovely. This is reflectors. So you get, I'm sorry, soft glow. And so you get a little bit of more color with this as well. Did we get to the end? Sorry, it's hard to do this when you're not controlling the slides. Last thing on this is that it integrates really well with our LVT collections as well. So you can see those oranges are really complementary. That's our stargazing LVT collection. And all of our carpet tile and LVT can abut one another without a transition. They're the same height. So they work super well together. I think that might be it. You can see how well it works, you know, in a classroom setting or a K-12 environment, but I think it's a really versatile collection that, you know, can be used in corporate and in any kind of setting too.
Love that.
Probably it. There you go.
And then we launched Granite Mountain last week, so brand new, and as its name, it actually is inspired by a granite mountain. So we have been known for biophilic design for a really long time. So kind of keeping true to that and our inspiration, and also our mission of sustainability. Granite Mountain really incorporates all of that. So really great textures in this collection, 8 styles, so 3 planks and 5 squares this time. And also great blending all of these together. So you can kind of see throughout these photos, this is rock springs. And then here's mixing kind of mantle rock, Bridge Creek, and mountain rock. Lots of really natural transitions too, which I love. And then this is Rock Springs again, Rockland Road, more of like that nice classic texture. Same with mantle rock. So this is kind of giving homage to a lot of our other biophilic design inspired collections. So you guys probably all know Urban Retreat, Human Nature, Net Effects. These have been around for a while. Lots of inspiration behind those, and staying true to Interface brand. And we even added a floor pattern in here. So this is You're So Vain, which also coordinates with the collection. This is what your binder will look like when you get this into your library or your home office. And some inspiration palettes. So just giving you an idea of all the things that you guys can create. We also have interface design services. So all these composite images and renderings that you see here, we can help create for you, which is also nice. We also introduced rigid core, which is new for us. So this is a click product, if you're familiar. And we have wood grains and stones for our first launch. These are all the colorways that it comes in. So good variety. Feel free to order samples from us. They are available now, and we do have material in stock already. So we launched this fairly quickly. I actually really love this sterling oak color, very classic Scandinavian. And then here's a look at the stones. We have 8 different colorways that the stones come in. Classic, also really good for retail. I love that installation. Lobbies, cafe areas, really great for any high traffic area. And then here's just giving you an overview of the installation and the different layers making up the rigid core. And then also you can see how easy it is to install as well. Just a classic click. And then Heartbeats collection, also new, again, launch week. This is great because it's all the same price point. So all of these patterns are going to be one budget-friendly price point. So this whole collection is under $20 a square yard. So really great go-to if for your budget-friendly clients, or to cost average a project as well. Also just timely for Valentine's Day. So we've got Heartthrob, super fun names. Also, part of our I2, which is mergeable dye lots. So again, if you've got clients that need to expand, want that flexibility of not having to worry about dye lots, this is also a great go-to collection for you. Apple of my eye, oh my goodness, I love our marketing team, but this is one of our favorites. Nice textured option here. Also, again, all of our carpets coordinate with our LVTs without a transition. And you've got 6 styles in this collection. Here's an overview of the binder, so you can kind of get an idea of all the patterns and the colorways. But really great textural collection, great mix and match. Also new. And then just touching on open air, because I know lead times are of concern. This is still a 3 to 4 week lead time for open air, 22 patterns and 9 neutral colorways. So overwhelmingly large collection, but a good go-to. Also quick ship. So if you need something fast, we have a lot of material that's in stock. So Jill and I are happy to reserve stuff for you. And you can also pick quick ship, which is 2 to 3 weeks if it's not in stock. And then this is just showing you our LVT again, 39% recycled content. We have an acoustic layer underneath it. So if you're worried about acoustics, this is a great solution for you as well. And then new floor patterns, we touched on You're So Vain. That's part of Granite Mountain, but it's a floor product. High Hopes. And then we also provide signature area rugs through our floor program. So we can do these custom cuts for you in-house and do just a simple area rug quote for you as well. So feel free to reach out if you need that. And then our interface design studio helps with custom. So we can custom color any of our patterns for 100 square yard minimum and no upcharge. So if we're still looking at a $20 square yard carpet tile, it'll stay $20 a square yard, which is really awesome. So you could change out every yarn in the pattern and it would still be 100 square yards with no upcharge, which is pretty amazing. So we make customs easy. Custom samples take 4 to 5 business days, and then the lead time for customs is 8 to 10 weeks. So if you have questions, let us know. And that's everything new. We launched about a lot of stuff, so a lot is on the website except for nightlights. We do have samples available, so feel free to reach out to Jill or myself.
Sarah, there's one question in the chat. Can the floor area rugs be custom shaped?
Yes, but it depends on the shape. So there's only certain cuts we can do in-house. There's some cuts that I would work with a flooring sub to cut on site for you. So for example, I think the most common one we get is request for a circle area rug. Those we custom cut in the field for you, but we have done it before. So if you send us a CAD plan, we can do a layout of any shape area rug you like, and then that way we kind of can anticipate the cuts we can do in-house and then the cuts they might need to do in the field. But that's a great question. Right.
Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. All right, Knoll Textiles is up next. Get this up here. All right. So today I'm going to be presenting our latest and greatest collection, the Pattern Play collection. This was launched at the very end of January, but I did plug in a couple of my favorites from the collection before just to make sure that you guys see them. This is a very playful, optimistic, great, like fun colors. You know, coming out of the pandemic, they really wanted to give some fun out there. So you'll see a lot of great colorways. The first product, so in this collection, we have two pieces of artwork that really inspired two of like the very large scale patterns in our collection. The first one is digital ECAT. I'm not sure how they say it exactly, but this beautiful paint, well, it's art. It's actually shoestrings that is then painted on into this beautiful pattern. So this piece of art inspired digital ECAT, which is a large scale wall covering. This has, from all the color exploration, we came up with these 5 different colorways. This is actually a woven product. So it's a tech loom wall covering. So it's a woven material that then has a TPO finish on top of it, which then makes it a PVC free wall covering, bleach cleanable, type 2 characteristics. So all the good stuff that we're really trying to move forward with in our product line. But this is, like I said, a large scale project or product. So if you guys needed to get a larger sample so you could get kind of better idea for your client, reach out and let me know. Here's a great install shot of that. There's a lot going on in this, I just have to say, but the wall covering in the back is the digital ECAT that we were looking at. Next up is a new fabric wrap panel. So Viewpoint, I really think this is kind of geared towards like playful fun, education, hospitals, hospitality even. Viewpoint is $24 per yard. Here you can see it installed. I guess this is kind of like a little dormitory situation, but a really fun punch of color, a subtle punch of color within the sleeve. So it's a base of white, and then there is a color that is added into the different weaves. So this is Viewpoint. Ramble is a new wall covering. I actually launched this in the last collection, but I really like this one. This is a what we call a 24/7 product. So extreme performance. It's going to handle bleach, scrubbing it, beating it up with carts and beds if you're in a hospital. But this is another one of those PVC free products because it has the TPO finish over top. So this is a direct glue wall covering. You can fabric wrap panel, but it is not acoustically neutral, just letting you know because of that TPO finish. So really beautiful. It has this really nice grass cloth look. So very beautiful light texture to this one. And that is Ramble. And then another favorite of mine, Plaid Impact. Plaid Impact is our first type 3 wall covering, PVC free again. But this is great for those hospitals or any super duper high traffic area. So type 3 is puncture proof, tear proof, bleach cleanable, scrubbable, all the different things. We have tested this and many of our new products on 10 different EPA cleaners that have been used. So if they're throwing the kitchen sink at something, it's probably okay. This is gonna hold up just fine. So that is Plaid Impact. Here's a couple of the colorways. And then onto Vertical Velvet. I am very excited about this one. This is our first, I would say, KT collection velvet. So this is suitable for drapery and for walls. It is $32 per yard, which I'm really excited about. So now we've got a couple of different velvets that you can use for draperies at different price points. So you could start with, you know, Knoll velvet, the thickest, beautiful velvet. And then you can go to Utmost 2, which is going to be closer to $60 per yard. And then now we have this vertical velvet. This has an NRC of 0.95, so 95% of the sound is going to be absorbed. And then it has a 95% blackout. So almost completely blackout, but really close. So this is a really great one. This is made in the US. And we could do custom colors, obviously, of this. I forget the minimum on this one, but the lead time is right now 5 to 6 weeks. So a great option. I'm really excited about this one. Here you can see it in 2 different installations. So drapery on the left and then as a wall panel on the right. I also wanted to add in Chill. So this is another product that was launched in 2021. And this is our 6th acoustical drapery, our acoustical sheer drapery. So adding to this collection, which is, I'm really excited. I love having acoustical options for drapery, because I know that's one of those line items that can be removed quickly, but it is so important with the acoustics, and having that feature to really share with your client, I think, is important. Chill is great because it has a very matte hand. This is a double width drapery, $62 per yard, I believe, and some great colors in this one, as you can see. Some warm and cool neutrals. That green is so hot. And then next up, I've got a new panel fabric. So I don't know if any of you guys remember foundation. When foundation went discontinued, everybody freaked out. And so I think Wrapped Up is a really great alternate to that. It has a very basic, matte finish. It's solid color, which is what foundation had. This is a $15 per yard panel fabric, which would be a grade 10 for those of you in the furniture world. Just a great new addition for all panel systems and wall options. I am now going to move on to some of our new KT collections. So I'm sure you've heard me say it 1,000 times, KT collection is our product that is $40 to $45 and under. So great for keeping you on point with a project if you're working with a budget, or if you're working on large quantities and you need to work with that. This collection is fantastic. Plaid On is a very kind of vintagey, fun looking plaid. Plaid never goes out of style. There is a combination, really fun combinations of colors in these. All of them together is a bit much for me, but individually they look really great. Plaid On is $39 per yard. Obviously, if you're a hospitality or something, we can work on pricing for those. Oh, there you can kind of see all the different colors in that one plaid number. Little Devil. So Little Devil is another one of our KT collections. This is $37 per yard. This has been a foundation for us if you've worked with Knoll furniture or just know our collection well. It's been in there for a while. We have added the 5 colors that you see on the right-hand side. So kind of adding some new ones. Fun note, and I honestly didn't know this until we relaunched it, but Little Devil is actually based off of one of the first textiles that was designed by Miriam Stringle for us in 1947. We are actually having our 75th anniversary coming up in the next couple of months. So it's always fun to kind of look back at products that have inspired new stuff. So this textile is actually called Devil. So when we recreated it, it's called Little Devil. I like fun facts. So there you go. Here it is in a beautiful install. This is the new gray color. Cozy Cord. This was launched last year, but I love it, so I'm going to share it again. Cozy Cord is part of our KT collection. This is a very fun corduroy number. This is a bleach cleanable option. Lots of really great colors. I think the install shots are just to die for, but I'm really excited about this one, so I have to keep sharing with everybody. And now onto the last upholstery. So Flower Power is another one of those artworks that we use to create this new textile called Flower Power. Flower Power is very powerful. It has a lot of fun kind of vintagey look. Almost looks a little retro to me. I think this is really fun for higher ed or even healthcare, different things where you want a little bit more organic, but clean line options. I think some of these colorways are really great. Flower Power is $57 per yard. It is bleach cleanable. It has great UV. So if you have an atrium space, kind of like you see on the left with all these seats, it'll be really well with a lot of the sunlight and things. I do think this image on the left-hand side is fun, showing all of the different new products from this collection. And then another shot of the whole collection coming together. How beautiful. And that's it. So you guys know where to find me. Lots of fun new stuff. I'll be getting into your guys' libraries. Reach out if you guys need me to drop by. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ashley.
You bet.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share some updates from Buzzy Space. Thank you guys for joining us. I know it's your lunch break, so it's just nice to have this time with you guys. So let's see. Mine, I've got to say, mine's actually kind of short and sweet. Let's see. So last time we did this in November, we had obviously a very big NeoCon presentation. So this month, I'm going to just touch on like the brand new products from Buzzy Space, but I've noticed a couple of you guys are new. So just a quick reminder for some people that may not be as familiar with Buzzy Space, we do have a really wide variety of products in our collection. Obviously, our focus has always been acoustics, but part of our line includes solid wood furniture, tables, and just really clever products, especially like our acoustic lighting. So it's always my goal to help designers think of acoustics early on in their design process, so it doesn't end up being an afterthought. So like I said, I presented a bit about our showroom and the focus at NeoCon, and it was really about creating hubs for togetherness, or what we called hubs for togetherness, which was really the way that we described, creating areas for people to come together, and just the thought that when people do return to the workplace, it's for the most part to come together and collaborate and having comfortable environments for people. So some of the products, I'm so glad I included this slide in the presentation because I know a lot of you are new and we just launched so many great products. So these are the 8 that I shared back in November. Quick note, we do have a very popular YouTube channel that shares the recording. Like you noticed, we are recording this, so you can always go back and watch our previous presentations. But these were the products I shared last time. Real quickly, so the Buzzy C is a new acoustic bench. The tube is non-LED acoustic cloud. So it's very similar to our jet that you guys may recognize. But it's basically just a ceiling element. And then the Buzzy Shield has a whole collection, including the hook panel shown here, a free panel, which is just straight, and then a desktop version. The Buzzy Hug is a really nice, very cozy feeling, sort of temporary touchdown, semi-enclosed privacy booth. The Nordic is new to the Nordic collection. So this is a collaboration table, comes in one size, and the Buzzy Prop Beam. So we've had the prop in our collection and then we extended it. So it's designed really for over collaboration tables, even though it's shown here over 2 lounge chairs. And then the Zep, which is again, very great for over collaboration areas. And last but not least, the Buzzy Fez, which is really an accessory. It's a small tabletop lamp that's obviously designed after our iconic shade. So that said, moving on to fresh new products that just launched actually last week. So these are very new to me as well. The Nest, which is a fully enclosed booth, the K&Q. We've actually just introduced rugs into our collection, which was quite a surprise. And then the shade in a beam shape. Okay, so diving in, this actually isn't new to Europe, but it's new to the US. So if you guys remember, I actually presented the Nest quite a while back, and they're finally available in the US, which is very exciting to us because it is our first fully enclosed acoustic booth, which we think is so important, especially with people going back to the office and people having to jump on, phone calls, perhaps, with their colleagues that may not be in the office. So it's a great addition to our portfolio. I'm not going to get into all the details, especially because I know you guys have seen these and we have all the information on our website. Basically, they come in 2 different styles. So the booth is designed for 1 person, and then the pod is designed for 2 to 4 people for meetings and phone calls and whatnot. What I love about it is, I'm not going to go into all the technicalities here, but we've designed it for people for the comfort of people when you're actually in there. So we've thought about the airflow and of course, all of the things that make it a healthy space to actually work from. And oh my gosh, what else? The exterior shell is also upholstered. So it's also going to treat the acoustics from the outside or the open office area side. So anyways, you can see a lot of the details here. One of my favorite characteristics about it is, of course, the finishes. Because we're Buzzy Space, we're always trying to give designers a lot of options. So you can really design these to work with the palette of your particular projects. And then also new to our collection as of the first of the year is the Q&K lounge seat. So you guys may be familiar with our Buzzy Me, which has been in our collection for a while. It's kind of similar, but I really like the softer look of these. So these are made with high density foam. So they're going to be really good at absorbing excessive noise. You know, honestly, I haven't sat in one myself yet, but based on this photo, they do look quite cozy. And, you know, there's great uses for these. Obviously, they'd be great to create me space in sort of those more open, collaborative areas, you know, for some privacy, or just a nice addition to a cozy corner to meet with colleagues. Then some detailed shots. We're definitely known for our craftsmanship. And then acoustic performance. So these will work really well for mid-tones like speech and high tones like ringtones. And then just a few more details. One important note, we're actually only launching these in the nude fabric, which is shown here. So I'm really interested, you know, to see how this goes. It is, like I said, our first quick ship furniture item. So just nice for you guys to know these are available to you as well. They do start at 3,000 list roughly. Also, as most of you guys know, we're an open line. So any dealer is going to get the same discount. So just be aware of that. All right, and then Buzzy Rugs. So this is quite the surprise. And really our thought with this is that it kind of goes back to the hubs of togetherness where people are going back to the office, employees want to feel that comfort that they're used to in like working from their home. So we thought it was a really great addition to have rugs in our collection. So obviously they're, you know, a really nice, easy way to soften the look of spaces and then also define zones. So often we have these open areas. So just really easy. And then you can mix and match them. It's shown here with our gold velvet, which I think is just absolutely gorgeous. Another really nice feature is how dynamic they are. So you can kind of tell they have that nice, just sort of two-tone look to them, which I think gives them a really nice plush look. And that really just depends on the angle of light and how it hits it. So they are available in 4 colors. So this is obviously a very limited collection. You can see the gold, the moss, the jeans, and the seal. I think they're pretty nice neutral colors. And just a quick look at the back of these and how they're finished. Rugs are new to me, so you know this is interesting. They're finished with just a piping, and then the back side is an anti-skid felt. And then sizes. So again, a little limited. They come in 3 sizes: the small, a medium, and a round. And I double checked the specs on this. Actually, they should meet ADA requirements. They are 0.39 inches thick, which was I was very concerned with that, but they actually should comply. So I think this is just a great addition. And let's see, getting into the details, they are 100% nylon. Price-wise, the small starts for $15.90 list, the medium is $19.50 list, and the round is $3,900 list. And very important, they are in stock. So they are another stock item for us, which is new. Our products are made in Belgium, for those of you that aren't as familiar with Buzzy Space. And with COVID, you know, our typical lead time from 8 to 9 weeks has increased to about, we're looking at like 10 to 12. So good for you guys to be familiar with that. And then last new product that I'm going to share is the Buzzy Shade Square Beam. So I think you guys probably recognize our shade. A couple of years ago, we did launch the square version. So this is just adding to the shade family. So the beam is great to, you know, mix and match perhaps with the square. Of course, due to the length of it, again, this is wonderful for over collaboration tables, which are really trying to design more products for. You can see the nice details here of the you know, curved felt. Like many of our lighting fixtures, you can specify them with a diffused Buzzy Sol globe or a more direct reflector spot. And then the frame is available in black, white, or a bare, just raw aluminum, which is really nice. Quick look at dimensions. So they're about 5 feet in length. And just some more details. Both of the Buzzy Sol and the reflector light, like many of our acoustic lights, they are LED, so they are always going to be dimmable. The Kelvin is typically at 3,000 for all of our lights. And pricing, let's see, I actually did not note the price on this, so I'll have to get back to you guys. But the shades are actually pretty well priced and just a really good go-to. I just think it's great. It's available now for over collaboration tables. So, and then lastly, this is really exciting news for us. We have new acoustic lighting representation on the topic of lighting. So SDI is actually going to be our new acoustic lighting rep. I'm pretty sure you guys are probably familiar with SDI, but you can still reach out to me. I just wanted to bring that up, that they will also be representing our lighting. So that's all I have in terms of the product updates. If anyone is craving a deeper dive into acoustics, we are doing virtual CEUs right now. Or if you want actually a closer look at Neocon products, just let me know. I'd love to set that up with you guys, especially those who may have missed the last one. So this is our showroom here in Chicago, but thank you guys so much. That's all we have for you. And how do we do on time? We know it's your lunch breaks.